The most useful insight I've had into how AI thinks came when it broke. At the start of this month, OpenAI's servers were starting to go down. I happened to be using ChatGPT at the time to guide me through registering as a sole trader. It was working, slowly, but you could feel the system beginning to stall. Then, instead of just giving me the answer, it showed me something else. A short glimpse of how it was planning to answer, almost like reading its internal monologue. I managed to grab a screenshot just before it disappeared. What you're seeing on screen is that image. It's the system, in natural language, describing to itself how it's going to approach the task, step by step. Not for my benefit, this wasn't output, this was a glitch. A visible moment of reasoning that wasn't meant to be shared. But for me, it changed something. It gave me a clearer sense of what's actually happening under the surface. Not just the polish of a reply, but the process behind it. I realised if I could ask for this kind of breakdown intentionally, I could get a much better read on what the AI thought I meant, how it chose what to say, and where errors may have crept in, especially when the answer didn't feel quite right. So I've built this into my process. I now ask my AI to show me its thought bubbles, to explain its reasoning in plain language, as if it was thinking aloud. It's not a perfect mirror of how the model works internally, but it's honest in structure and incredibly helpful in improving the way I work with it. Here's the phrase I use. Can you explain your reasoning for that last answer, step by step, as if you were thinking aloud? That one line has become my method. I use it whenever I get a response that feels too smooth, too certain, or just a bit off. And I found that asking your AI to explain itself, not to correct, but to reveal changes the relationship. You start to see the difference between tone and intent, between confident output and reasoned understanding. And you start to take responsibility not just for asking better questions, but for knowing what kind of answers you're getting back. Because if you want to work with AI, not just use it, you need to know what it's actually doing. And sometimes the best way to find out is just to ask, what were you thinking?